Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Big Fun Gaming here. Welcome back to episode number 121 of winning a national title with every team in the game. If you guys have missed any of the episodes, up in the right hand corner will be a playlist from episode 1 to 121. But yeah, if you guys want to see a team that we have not done before, write a comment down below. We only got about 13 teams to go after this episode, and here's all the teams. We have Oklahoma, Penn State, Miami are a couple big ones that we have yet to do. So here is the next team that we are going to use, and we are going to use Louisiana Monroe here in this one, ULM. So ULM is the final Louisiana team that we get to use because we used already Louisiana, LSU, and Louisiana Tech. So if we go all the way down, they are in the Sun Belt. I should have realized they're in the Sun Belt. But they are a 71. One of the worst teams in the Sun Belt. That's not very good. So we're going to have our work cut out for us here in this in these simulations. We are an elite recruiter head coach. That's going to be very, very nice, but have not been good in the last couple of years. So we're definitely going to need that. We're going to need some good recruiting classes and hopefully some good simulations as well. Again, we do have elite recruiter, mostly for the offense, besides running back, and we do have larger impact for wide receivers and quarterbacks. That's nice. Our offensive coordinator does have scheme guru, mostly for the offense. That'll be helpful. And recruiter, just mostly okay. Our defensive coordinator does have elite recruiter, mostly for the defense, and then tactician for the defense as well. So we also have strategist, but I really don't use visits all that often. So we're going to figure out what to do there. However, our team-wise, we're only going to be missing 2 of our top 5 guys. Everyone else will be gone next year. But we do have an 85 left guard, which is nice, an 80 or a 78 halfback who does have takeoff. Defensive tackles is 78. Our quarterbacks is 70. We have 2 73 overall quarterbacks with General Booty on the team as well. We also have Mooney, who is a 71 freshman. Wide receiver, not. We do need speed at wide receiver. Tight end, we're okay. Actually, we probably just need to develop. We have a lot of low overall guys. Offensive line's actually somewhat decent, just need to develop. They're all kind of young. Same thing with D-line. Besides defensive tackle, definitely going to need. Linebackers were okay. I'd say okay for now. Corners need speed desperately. Safeties, we're going to need. Why is everyone so low overall? And we do need a kicker in this season. So, anyways, I'm going to go ahead and set up everything. And I'll see everyone at the end of Season 1 here with UL Monroe. And here we are in Season 1 here with UL Monroe. We go 4-8. Not a good season. We beat FCS to start the year. Then we lost 2 in a row. Then we beat Troy. Lost 2 in a row. Won 2 in a row. And then lost our last 4. Pretty handily, as I might add as well. 42, 10, 23, and we're not good. 49 against Louisiana. That one was a yikes, but we're not going to be making the college football playoff, obviously, with us being 4-8, so we're just going to go ahead and get through this offseason here, or get through the end-of-season recap here in just a second. Dylan Gabriel wins the Heisman Trophy, 3,900 yards, 42 touchdowns, 2 interceptions on the season, so good for him. Of course, we don't win any awards, so we're just going to go ahead and simulate to the end-of-season recap here and see how everything goes with the simulations wise. We do got some people wanting to transfer out. Pro potential goes down, but coach stability improves. Coach prestige goes down, and we go down a full star prestige to now a half star prestige. That's not very good. But Georgia wins it all here in year number 1, 35-24, with Liberty, Clemson, Georgia, UCF, and Ohio State with the automatic qualifiers, with Notre Dame, Washington, Penn State, Arizona, Oregon, and Kentucky, Miami as the at-large bids. So that is going to end season number 1. It is on to season 2 here with UL Monroe. And here we are in season number 2 here with UL Monroe. We go 7-5 here on the season. And Old Dominion went 11-1. We got to play them in the Sun Belt Conference Championship game. but at least a lot better season than last year. We beat FCS, lost to Alabama, beat Louisiana, lost to Oklahoma, beat James Madison and South Alabama, then lost 2, won 1, lost 2, and then won 2 to end out the season. So it is going to be at least a 500 record because we're going to get a bowl game after this game as well, with us getting 7 wins. And it could be, we did get 4,800 XP. We also did get the Sun Belt Player of the Week. I guess because we signed everybody. But Morton wins the Heisman Trophy, 3,300 yards, 44 touchdowns to 6 interceptions on the season. And we playing Akron and the Camellia Bowl. So I'm thinking we did lose because, yeah, we lost. We went 7-6 on the season. But let's go ahead, simulate to the in-season recap here and see how everything goes here in Season 2 with UL Monroe. And see how everything turned out wise here with this team. We do go 8-6, so we did get the win. Pro potential improves, conference prestige improves, coach stability goes down, but prestige improves. And now we are a 1.5-star school where we were to start everything. But Georgia wins in Season 2, 43-27 over Kansas State, with UAB, Miami, Oregon, Arizona, and Texas A&M as the automatic qualifiers. With Kansas State, Alabama, Illinois, Florida, Texas Tech, and Notre Dame, Georgia as the at-large bids. I just realized, nope, 1 through 3, or 1 through 4 are here. And there's 5, 6, 7, 8. 9 didn't make it. Or 9 did make it. There they are. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Yeah, so all the top 12 teams actually went. So that's pretty cool. There's been a couple times where that hasn't happened before, but all in all, that's going to end Season 2. It is on to Season 3 here with UL Monroe. And here we are in Season number 3 here with UL Monroe. We go 8-4 here on the season. Again, a lot better season. We started out losing our first 3 games against Mississippi State, UAB, and Texas State before winning 4 in a row and losing, and then winning 4 in a row. So if we just would have won that game, we would have won 9 in a row after losing our first 3 games. And I mean, Texas State was a close game. Mississippi State was a decently close game. We got blown out by UAB, and it's a close game against Louisiana. So most of our losses were close losses, but hopefully we can beat Georgia State here. If we can, we win the Sun Belt for the first time here with ULM. Be kind of nice if we could. And we lost. So we are 8-5. We're bound to lose at some point. But hey, it's an 8-win season. It is solid. We'll gladly take it as well. We're not complaining. Very good Season 3 here. Of course, we get the Week 16, so we got to go one more week to see which bowl game we're going to. And then, of course, we'll sim to the end-of-season recap. We did just sign a free safety and a strong safety. That will definitely help out, at least for depth-wise. And Gunnar Stockton wins the Heisman Trophy. 4,000 yards, 44 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. And we didn't win any awards, but we were playing Toledo in the Camellia Bowl. So hopefully we can beat Toledo and go 9-5 on the season. I just want to make sure I simulate the end-of-season recap here, and I'm not advancing a little more than what I was supposed to. But hopefully we can get a win. And, again, have a 10-win season, which would be very, very nice to have, especially in Season 3 here with ULM. And we do lose, so we are 8-6. I guess 9-win season, what I should have said. Pro potential goes up to a C. Stability's down to a C. Coach prestige up to a B-, but no one wants to transfer out, which is very, very nice. We'll gladly take it. And Georgia wins it all here in Season 3 over Boise State, 17-9. Low-scoring game, but West Virginia, Cal, Georgia, Boise State, and Washington were the automatic qualifiers, with Arizona, Notre Dame, UAB, Texas, Iowa State, and USC, Michigan as the at-large bids. So that is going to end Season number 3. It is on to Season 4 here with UL Monroe. And here we are in Season 4. We go 10-2 on the season. Again, a really nice season as an 84 overall. We lost to Middle Tennessee, then we won 10 in a row before losing to Troy by 3 to end the season in overtime. So unfortunately, if we would have won one of those games, we probably would have been in the top 12. But unfortunately, we are ranked 17th, and you never know. If we can win this, we might go to the college football playoff, but you never know what can happen in these simulations. We did just sign a right guard, which will help out, and we lost. So we lose our back-to-back games to end the season. So we go 10-3 on the season. It's still very, very nice, but really wish we could have won one of those to actually have a chance of going to the college football playoff. But unfortunately, to be honest, I wasn't even expecting a 10-win season this early on. But we did win 10 games. We are going to get a bowl game as well. Austin Mack, quarterback for Alabama, wins the Heisman Trophy. 4,000 yards, 35 touchdowns to 6 interceptions. And we'll be playing Pitt in the Birmingham Bowl. So we do make another bowl game. Hopefully we can win this one finally. I don't think we've won one yet. But we'll have to see here and who wins it all in Season 4. And do we win our bowl game is going to be the question. We did. We are 11-3. We actually win a bowl game. Pro potential and conference prestige goes down for some reason, but coach prestige improves to an A, so that's nice. And we only got 2 people wanting to transfer out, so that's not terrible. And Penn State wins it all here in Season 4 over Oklahoma, 42-32, with North Texas, Penn State, Alabama, Kansas State, and Clemson as the automatic qualifier. So technically, if we would have won our bowl game, won our conference championship game, we would have made it. We would have had to face Georgia. Probably would have got rocked, but yeah, Georgia, Texas Tech, LSU, Nebraska, Notre Dame, and Colorado, Oklahoma with the at-large bids. So that was going to end Season 4. It's on to Season 5 here with UL Monroe. And here we are in Season number 5 here with ULM. We go 9-3 here on the season, having to play Old Dominion in the Sun Belt Conference Championship game. But again, 9-3 is a pretty solid season, not as good as last season. We did lose to Jacksonville State, who ended up going 12-0, so that was a pretty decent loss, even though we lost by like 36, but we're not going to talk about it. We lost by 3 to Southern Mississippi, and then lost by 21 to Georgia Southern, who both went 8-4 and then 5-7 respectively. So that 5-7 loss was tough, but I mean, we are ranked 22nd. I don't think we're going to be making the college football playoff, even if we win this game. So we'll just go ahead and simulate right now and see if we can win the Sun Belt Championship. We've been here multiple times, and we lost, and we are 9-4. So don't know how we can finally try to win one with the Sun Belt Conference Championship, but man, it's getting rough. But I mean, we are an 86 overall. We're going to get a solid bowl game again since we are 9-4. But Greg Friend wins the Heisman Trophy for Kansas State. 3,400 yards, 40 touchdowns to 11 interceptions on the season. We're taking on Buffalo in the Camellia Bowl. This one is a ranked opponent, so hopefully we can get a win here. But let's go ahead and advance to the end-of-season recap and see who wins it all here in Season 4. But I feel like we're a couple of seasons away. I feel like this is a pretty good group that we have, especially as an 86 overall. So we'll kind of see. We did win. We are 10-4, our first 10-win season, and we're still only a 2-star prestige, but coach stability improves to a B, and we got one person wanting to transfer out. But Oklahoma wins it all over Nebraska 38-21, with Eastern Michigan, Louisville, Kansas State, Jacksonville State, and Georgia as the automatic qualifiers, with Nebraska, NC State, Notre Dame, North Carolina, Oklahoma, and Oregon, Michigan as the at-large bids. That is going to end Season number 5. It is on Season number 6 here with UL Monroe. And here we are in Season number 6 here with UL Monroe. We go 11-1 and rank 13th in the nation, having to play James Madison, who's ranked 24th in the nation at 9-3 in the conference, or in their season-wise. Only loss came against App State, who went 6-6, and we lost 24-21. Other than that, we had a very nice season. Barely beaten Southern Mississippi, though, in the year 25-23. But we get James Madison here in this one, so hopefully we can win it and potentially go to the college football playoff, because if we look at the top 25, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 already there. But if one of them loses or 2 of them loses, that would be big. Although, actually, wait, that can't be 5. That's 4. We would be the 5th, more than likely. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. So we might be, hopefully, if we just got to win. That's all we got to focus on, is winning here and finding out what happens. So let's see what the simulation does for us. Again, hopefully we can get a win. We just signed a 3-star quarterback and a 3-star halfback, so that's nice for depth-wise. We didn't even give him a scholarship offer. They just signed. We did win. We are 12-1, and we're ranked 12th in the nation as well. That means we are going to the college football playoff here for the first time here with Louisiana Monroe. And Greg threw 411 yards, 6 touchdowns, 1 interception. My goodness. All right. Okay. Boston College ended up beating Syracuse, so we're probably going to be the 4 going into it. I don't know. Maybe we're 5. We'll have to find out. We also just signed a middle linebacker as well. So we will take that. And we won Coach of the Year. So we'll take it. We haven't won many awards yet. Tyler Lord wins the Heisman Trophy. 3,300 yards, 44 touchdowns, 8 interceptions on the season. And that's it. And we're going to be the 12 going to Wisconsin to play Wisconsin in the first round of the college football playoff. UL Monroe, Boston College, Oregon, Kansas State, and Alabama were the automatic qualifiers, with Wisconsin, Syracuse, Notre Dame, Indiana, Michigan, and Colorado, Oklahoma as the at-large bids. The only difference was Wisconsin being the 3 switched with Boston College as the 5. So that's the only thing there. I guess Kansas State moved up because, they're an automatic qualifier. But anywho, especially as a 90 overall team, hopefully we can carry this and hopefully move on to the next couple of games, but we'll have to see how it goes. We get started here against 9-3 Wisconsin, and they're an 87. So we have the overall advantage in this one. I mean, we're going to be going toe-to-toe with most of them, with us being a 90 overall, team-wise. We were a 90 overall for most of the year as well. So we got to win here. We got to keep on moving on. We're going to start on defense first. Defense gets a stop. The offense scores a touchdown here in the snow as well. This is a big advance for Wisconsin, too, since we're not used to playing in the snow. But we do get a stop, but Wisconsin does tie it here in the second quarter. We take a lead, and we'll have that lead at the half, 10-7. We start with the football in the second half, and we go down and get a touchdown. And another touchdown after a turnover. So it's 24-7 here in the fourth quarter with a big third quarter from us. Unfortunately, the offense goes 3 and out when we had a chance to hopefully take some time off the clock, but Wisconsin makes it a 2-score game. 24-14 and a turnover, and a big one too, because we kick a field goal. It's still a 2-possession game, but it's now 2 touchdowns wise, and that's going to do it. UL Monroe will be moving on after a 27-14 win over Wisconsin. We're going to move on to play Boston College in the next round, since they were the 4 seed coming into it. So, but a win is a win. We'll take that all day. We gotta keep moving on, and hopefully we can use that here against Boston College in the Orange Bowl after that win to continue moving on, because we are still 2 wins away from a national title appearance. But Notre Dame beat Syracuse, Indiana beat Michigan, and Colorado barely beat Oklahoma. But it was a close game with that one. Everyone else was a dominant 10-plus point win. So all in all, we'll see how we do in this one here against Boston College. Let's get started against them. They're 11-2 on the season so far, and they're an 80 overall. Wow, okay. Did not expect that. Although I've seen a couple of times where we're like a 79, 80 overall and we make it. Granted, we are normally bounced in the first round, or the first game we usually play. But, yeah, we're going to start on defense here in this one. Defense gets a 3 and out. We immediately score a touchdown. But Boston College counters one of their own, and now it's 21-7 after the end of 1, after 2 straight touchdown drives from our offense, and make it 3. 3 straight touchdown drives before we get stopped, and now we'll get a field goal. So it's 31-7 at the half. Here in the rain as well, and it's now 34-7, 41-7. I think we just go ahead and go by quarter here, because I don't think Boston College will be coming back. They do score a touchdown late with probably our backups are in. And yeah, we dominate this one, 41-14 in the Orange Bowl. And we're moving on to the semifinals after beating Boston College in the quarterfinals. One of the most dominant wins of the season so far as well for us. So, and it comes in the college football playoffs. So we will take that all day. So to next week we go. That was a quick one. We didn't have to go play by play in the fourth quarter like we normally would. We did have a pick on defense as well. So almost 300 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. We'll take that all day. We'll be playing Notre Dame in the Rose Bowl. So they beat Oregon in that one as well in the game before. They beat them 34-31. Kansas State and Colorado will be playing each other in a Big 12 matchup. So the winner of this game between UL Monroe and Notre Dame will go play either Kansas State or Colorado in the national championship game. Let's get started here against 12-2 Notre Dame. And they're an 89 overall compared to our 90. So it's going to be a lot closer game than last game, that's for sure. Having a 10-point overall difference is like one of the first times I've seen that in a while. Here in the college football playoff, at least. Especially in the second round. But then again, Boston College won the ACC, so they're probably pretty much in there. We're starting on defense first here in this one, though. Against Notre Dame, we get a stop, but nothing doing from offense. So we get a turnover, and it's 3-0 at the end of one. Notre Dame, though, is driving to start the second quarter, and they take the lead 7-3. And it'll be 10-7 at the half after we get a turnover and a touchdown. We start with the football and don't do anything with it. Notre Dame, after, takes the lead, but then we score 2 times in the third quarter, and it's 24-14. Almost went by quarter, and we didn't need to do that. We just need to go play by play here. It's a big 3rd down and 10. We get a stop, so we're up 7. The offense can go down the field and get a field goal. That would have been nice, but we do get stopped, but the defense gets a stop as well. On 4th and 7, we have to punt again. Notre Dame still needs a touchdown to tie the game with 3 seconds to go, and that's going to do it. ULM will be moving on to the national championship game after defeating Notre Dame 24-17. That big 14 points in the third quarter really was the difference in this one. So if we don't get a touchdown there, we lose. So we are now 1 win away from having ULM done. And hopefully we can make that happen. Then we'll be down to only 13 teams remaining, I think, give or take. But all in all, 1 win away, and that's going to be Kansas State. The national title game. They had a bye. They beat Colorado 39-10. They also defeated Indiana 49-28. So they scored a lot of points. So this one will be a tough one here against a tough Kansas State team because they always play really well. So let's get started against them. They're 13-2 here on the season so far. And they're an 87 overall. With an 89 defense and 86 offense. So our offense is going to have their work cut out for them. But hopefully our defense get a couple stops and maybe force a couple turnovers to get down the field. But we've always known that Kansas State plays well above their overall. So we have to figure out a way to get a couple stops and to score. We're starting on offense first, and we can't figure out a way to score until our second drive. We get a field goal. So 3-0 at the end of one. And second quarter, we do get another touchdown and another field goal. So it's 20-0 at the half. After another touchdown just for the end of the half, we had another turnover. It's 30-0. And I think we can just go ahead and go quarter here. A dominant game by our offense. They do score twice to make it a closer game than what it was. But UL Monroe has won it all. 2 dominant games as well in this one. And here in 2030, Louisiana Monroe with a 30-15 win over Kansas State. Kansas State did score twice in the fourth quarter to make this close than what it was. I mean, it was 30-0. They scored 15 points in the fourth quarter, but it was way too little, way too late. But that's another team down, and we're getting very, very close to the end of the series as well, at least here on, on College Football 25-wise, because this will be a mainstay for College Football 26, which, at this point, is about a couple weeks away. So, we're getting very, very close to it, but all in all, we'll take a look at the stats before we go. Of course, that's what we normally do. Greg, almost 4,600 passing yards, 46 touchdowns, 8 interceptions. Pretty solid from the junior. Warrior had 536 yards on the ground with 8 touchdowns. Friend had 519 and 6. He was injured, I guess, at some point. Greg 202 on the ground with 1. Harbor 118 with 3 on the rushing wise. Receiving wise, we almost had 3 guys over 1,000 yards, but Anger and Barger had 1,100 yards and 1,000 yards respectively with 12 touchdowns and 11, along with Applewhite needing 4 receiving yards before he got hurt and having 996 receiving yards with 11 touchdowns. Pete with 501 with 6, Con 370 with 4, and Warrior also had 194 through the air and 2 touchdowns. Defensive-wise, Johnson led the team with 74 tackles. Grimes and Velasco with 8 tackles for a loss, and Bouchard and Velasco both had over 10 sacks. 14.5 from Bouchard to lead the team. Jesse and Hongartner with both 5 interceptions. I believe I said that perfectly first try. Heck yeah, we living out here. Anyways, forcing fumbles. We did force a good amount and recovered most of them as well. We did not have a blocked kick, no safeties, but we did have a defensive touchdown on the season. Kicking wise, Al here missed 2 from 50 and 4 from 40, but made everything else 62 for 62 for extra points, and did have 1 field goal blocked and did miss 6 field goals. Punting wise, 3,300 punt yards, 12 inside the 20, 19 touchbacks from Yee. Not very good. And we did have a punt return touchdown from Applewhite, so that's nice, but no kick returns. That's going to do it for the video. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, hit that like button down below. It is free, really helps out the channel. Also, again, if you guys want to see any of the last remaining teams, write a comment down below, and we'll get to that team in the next couple of episodes. But anyways, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I'm out. Peace.